Third. Welcome back, everyone. So today we have this problem from, I don't know where this is from actually, but you're given that for any isosceles, monochromatic isosceles triangle, the midpoint is the same color as well. That's it. That's just the whole statement. And you want a square prism with all vertices of the same color. Okay. It's this kind of thing. Probably want to draw for this. Any isosceles triangle, ABC. Yeah, because I was going to start, like, maybe I start by taking an isosceles, or an equilateral tetrahedron, and then, but it's not necessarily the case that all the vertices have the, I need to find a isosceles triangle in order to start this process. So okay, so what if I start just by taking a random equilateral I see equilateral by one regular. Yeah, I think it's an A by B rectangular prism. Okay, so there's 4 points of the same color. Is it always the case that 3 of them make an isosceles triangle? I think so. So if you have the center, you're definitely okay. If you don't have the center, then 1, 2 should be also fine, right? Like this. Actually, this one doesn't have isosceles triangle. Well, that's lame. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, actually that's a good way to think about it. It's like if you have 2 points of the same color, then either the midpoint is also the same color, or otherwise the entire perpendicular bisector is the opposite color. So it's like a pretty strong constraint. Yeah, but that's actually really strong. Okay, that's better, because that way you don't have to think about the point A. So maybe what I can do is I'll start like this. You pick you pick 2 points of opposite colors, just any 2, and then you can consider the. I'm gonna consider the reflections. So like this point here, and this point here, and wait, no. What did I want to do with this? If this is green, then this whole thing is red. Oh, that's not. No, that's not that good. Square, rectangular, prism. Yeah, what is up with the music today? This is not what the chill station usually sounds like. And there's a red plane. Okay, so you're saying let's suppose this exists at some point. So you have green, green, red, and then you take some point P that's like out there somewhere. And now every point on here is either this is freaking 3D. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Because if you so if this is a point that's off the plane, then as I vary this, that perpendicular bisecting plane will cover everything or something. Is that true? If I have like a... Hang on. Well, if the other red point is like pretty close to X, it might not... I'm not sure you can get the perpendicular bisector that close. I think like the locus of these planes is like the half plane below... Jesus. The perpendicular bisector plane would intersect the original plane. That's true. Okay, but this drawing sucks. I'm gonna draw a better picture. So we're assuming this is the dumbest thing ever. Actually, hang on. I keep forgetting. This whole thing is a plane. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is so dumb. Okay, let's draw this thingy. Magicy. So if there's any, all of these things need to have a, yeah, this whole locus has to be red, because if the midpoint is green, then, okay. This is so convoluted. Okay. Okay, you're right, yeah. Case 1, if there exists any points B and C which are green, I guess we're using green and red, and have red midpoint, then the entire perpendicular bisecting plane is red. Now assume there exists any red point X not on this plane, then the entire mid plane of X. What do I call planes? Cal P. X and MathCal P is red. Okay, fine. So that's fine. And yeah, if the rest of it is green, then the rest of it is green. So we can now reduce to the case where colors are midpoint closed, and that's the only condition we have. Which honestly seems annoying too. Midpoint closed. That's the only condition we get. In which case, like, if it's midpoint closed, I wonder if the number of dimensions even matters, or something like that. Like, if you have a plane and you two-color the plane and you want to get a monochromatic square under a midpoint closed condition, how do you do it? Do you just like take z squared and then, like, for combinatorial reasons you can find a plane that works? All 3x3. Generalized Vernicut. Jesus Christ. Wait, so if I take if I just look at 9 points in the 2D case, does that actually work? I feel like, oh, I guess you look at multiple ones or something. I really want to quote Vendor Warden. Can I do some Vendor Warden garbage on this where, like, yeah. Yeah, perpendicular condition is not great. But I feel like in the 2D case, I feel like we should be able to do it with just z squared. Is it true that, like, there's an n that's large enough that you just get a monochromatic thing? If you have a monochromatic right isosceles triangle, then you have a monochromatic square. Oh, you just take all those midpoints. Oh, that's a good point. Fine. So, if you have this, then you can take... Okay, that's good. Oops. Yeah, this is green. Boink, 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 boink. Okay, cool. So... So what? Like, what do I start and say like? Let's say I have 2 points of the same color. Okay, and I claim that I can find a monochromatic right isosceles triangle as promised. Because if not, then this point, this point, this point, this point, and this point all have to be green because they make whatevers. Okay, and then now you have that. So starting from 2 points of the same color, you can extract actually let's say if I just look at this collection of points, let me use this blue. Call this set S. Is there any way to two-color this without generating a monochromatic isosceles triangle? I feel like the answer is no, but I'm not 100% sure. This is a really ad hoc problem. So I'm hoping that in this finite set, there's no way to two-color without getting a monochromatic isosceles triangle. This is a set with 8 points. Now I just have to do the cases, right? So if this, so I can assume that this point and this point are the opposite color because I showed that if they're the same color, we're fine. Now what? So without loss of generality, this is green. So if so, this has to be red, which forces this green, forces that red, and now you're stuck here. Okay, cool. So there we go. So among this 8-point set, you can always find an isosceles. You can always find an isosceles right monochromatic triangle in that finite set S. So now all you have to do is, because we don't want a cube, we want a square prism. So what you do is you take a bunch of stacks. I don't know, take like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take like 257 stacks. This is overkill. You can do it in less. And you just take 257 copies of this, stack it up. And now 2 of the stacks will have the same colored pattern, and then from that color pattern you extract the square prism that you want, the end. This is such an ad hoc problem. Where's this from, though? Who sent this, and can you give us a source so that I can do the bookkeeping correctly? I'll do the Twitch. Whatever. We'll find it later. We'll just write this as Twitch. Okay. Hi, my teacher gave me this. Okay, if you say so. Do you think a monochromatic cube exists? I think it does. But I also think it's additive combo, which is like a topic I hate with a burning passion, so I don't want to think too much about it. There are theorems to this effect though, that like if you have a set with like so and so density, I don't remember any of the statements, but I remember, actually maybe I can find this statement. Friedman's theorem or something like that? What's the name? Not quite. Yeah, but there's actually stuff that's dedicated to studying these type of problems, and I would be very surprised if the machinery of that theory didn't just like outright solve the problem, like even without the isosceles condition. Like I think it should just be true that if you have a two coloring all the cubes, there's a monochromatic cube. I think this should just be true, period. And I think it's probably encompassed in that theory, but I don't know well enough to say for sure. Okay, this write-up's gonna be annoying. Okay, so Evan anime grill, what? Oh, the mouse pad, yeah. Whose midpoint is red. C is necessarily also red. Now take any point X, any red point X not on it clearly exists or we'd be done. Shout out. What did I miss? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Anime Drawings UWU from Kleinzoo, and also shout out to Kleinzoo for getting ignored lol from RaisinBren31. Every point on the plane halfway between X and would be red too. Since if the midpoint of XP was red, it was green for P and P, then we can complete it to so since we have two parallel entirely red planes, contradiction. Cool. Okay, and so assume henceforth the only 2 points, or all midpoints are the same. So, math, let me just start the claim. Claim. In any two coloring of the following set, there is a monochromatic isosceles right triangle. Okay, so I guess I draw it now. Dot 0, 0. 1, 1, 1, minus 1, 2, 0, and the negations of these. Okay, proof exhaustive check. I'm not going to write this out for the purpose of the stream. Thank you, MathZ forever for the follow. Okay, and now okay, so take 257 stacks of that set, and you can find 2 whose colorings are the same. Wait, did I draw the right set? I'm not sure that's a... I think that's not the right set. That's not the set I actually used. 3, 1, and 3 minus 1, right? Thank you, Mu Yumi, for the follow. Welcome to coloring, whose colorings are the same. Parallel stacks of the set. On the other hand, given a monochromatic isosceles triangle, taking all 3 midpoints gives the desired square. The end. Midpoint of 2. Oh, yeah, actually square with center would have worked. Right, because if you have... Oh, right, because we have this claim now. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Wow. Okay, so which ones am I getting rid of? X coordinate. God, I don't think in coordinates. I don't speak coordinate. Exhaustive check. Note that we can't have 3. Note that the okay, so now we only need 33 copies. Great, we're fine. Okay, we did it! Thanks, team. Thank you, John Tao, for the follow. Alright, so prism coloring ad hoc. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, like, problems like that are of this shape, like, all feel the same to me. Like, I don't... What do I say? The kind of problem where it's like you color every point in, like, an uncountable geometric thing and then say there's so-and-so condition and then ask to show so-and-so. I feel like every time I see one of them, I'm like, I pretty much know, like, what the shape of a solution is going to be, and I just need to... like, work out the details. So it's because there's not enough to, like, there's not enough constraints to force you down a particular solution path. So you just kind of, like, I don't know, build your own thing and, like, work with it until it works. Cool. What's next? I want to do the irred problem because I want to do some number theory.